Welcome back, guys. It's my second upload of the day here on Matt's Great World. I'm Matt, obviously, and, well, I'm going to be talking about Metallica's second single off of their upcoming 11th studio album, I believe, uh, called 72 Seasons, out April 14th. It's called Screaming Suicide, and boy, was this a song that I thoroughly enjoyed. Now, let's dive into why I think that this is probably, in my opinion, the best Metallica song I've ever heard. Metallica is obviously known as one of these big heavy metal giants from the last 40 years, right? They got their big rise in the 80s and they haven't let go ever since. And, they've been on top of the music world for a very, very long time, and they're still cranking out incredibly good music, even at this point in their career. I already did a review of Lux Eterna, which was the first single off of 72 Seasons, which was an absolute banger in and of itself, and this one is too. The guitars and drums, again, are very rhythmic, and they're just pounding at every single second, and they don't let you go at all. And James puts on this hypnotic vocal performance telling a very visceral and very real story. And this song is very much about, well, the name kind of implies it's about suicide. And, you know, it's not an easy thing to talk about for anyone. Uh, I understand that and respect that. Um, and it's not something that should be talked about lightly, but it is something that should be talked about in some respect. And the fact that if Metallica is acknowledging this after all these years, then I mean, that I feel like in a lot of ways opens a few doors. Not that many doors haven't already been opened by other celebrities or rock bands or just society in general. Um, but all in all, I'm very glad that they wrote a song with this topic in mind so gracefully and so well that it just absolutely cannot get out of your head. I mean, there are so many lines from this song that are just so memorable, and this is probably the best writing that James Hetfield has done, I think, in his career. I've heard hits like Enter Sandman and uh, Sad But True. I've heard Moth into the Flame and so many other amazing songs by Metallica. This song is, of course, 5 minutes and 40 seconds long, which is kind of more along the standard with Metallica, but all things considered, it doesn't feel like it's 5 minutes, it feels more like four. Um, and of course, Kirk and Robert and Lars are all playing their parts to perfection. The drum beats are fantastic. The guitar work is stellar. And the bass is, of course, without a doubt, absolutely haunting and also epic at the same time, which is kind of an interesting twist, but it definitely adds to the weight of the message of the song while also making it an amazing rock tune. I cannot stress enough how good this song is and the fact that Metallica are consistently hitting and just being able to connect with so many different people still after all these years is incredible. And I'm haven't listened to all of Metallica's discography. I'm not the biggest Metallica fan out there. I have listened to them, and they're part of my musical journey, of course, as a listener. I mean, there are so many people who grow up listening to Metallica, even now. And the fact that they're coming out with an album here in 2023 that not only has Lex Eterna on it, but also has Screaming Suicide on it, I can already tell that 72 Seasons is going to be a fantastic album in so many different ways that I cannot wait to get my hands on it and review this sucker and get it out to all of you. I know I didn't exactly have a lot to say for this song. I just wanted to be brief, but also succinct at the same time. I wanted to flesh out all my thoughts for you all, but in conclusion, um, it's an amazing song that fits Metallica's sound very, very well. And of course, like I said, everyone did a fantastic job on this track. So, big kudos to everyone who worked on this track, from the guys in the band to everyone who worked on it in the studio. You guys created an absolute masterpiece, and it's another hit that I think is going to live on for many, many decades, even long after Metallica is gone, which is going to be a very, very sad day for all of us when that does come, but it is unfortunately inevitable. But we still have their music to remember them by, like so many other amazing bands. And at the end of the day, that's all we can really ask for. And the fact that they're still giving us stuff to remember them by even now, it's pretty darn cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for tonight's video. I know it's late, but you know, I'm a busy high school teenager with a lot going on in his life, so I'm doing the best that I can, and I will continue to do the best that I can moving forward. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching again, and as always, stay safe, stay warm, stay happy. It's never goodbye. It's just till next time. Leave a like, subscribe, share, and comment down below about what song you want me to review and talk about next. All right, guys. I'll see you Wednesday.